against injustice. You will
Courtroom are those with business before the court, victim family representatives and law enforcement.
I cannot wait to put you and your brother on death row. You bitch!
All right. Let's go, you guys. Tonight, I am going to review and give a rating to Call Her King. First of all, let me see who I have in the audience. Thank you all so much. Hey, Laura Ramsey. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Shout out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I absolutely appreciate you all for tuning in. Putting up with me every single week, coming through. What's good, Chris, in London? Yes, we'll see you next week on the Battle Royal, okay? And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you, thank you. It goes out to everybody. With that being said, I am going to give you guys the recap / review / rating to Call Her King. Now, I know you guys are familiar, or a lot of you are, or should be familiar with Naturi Houghton. She is Tasha from Ghost, most infamous show, Power Book Ghost, as well as Power. What up, Avante? And so she stars in a movie called Call Her King. Now, her co-star one of her co-stars is Lance Gross. Now, we've seen him in Meet the Browns? House of Pain, y'all. He's been in House of Pain and so many other amazing TV shows, especially with Tyler Perry. But he's been out there doing his thing. So this entire cast is absolutely crazy, first of all. Secondly, let me dive into this movie. As you see, when you saw in the clip, you saw her doing, getting her sensei on, trying to learn the karate and all of that stuff. Well, her title is a judge. So she's a judge, and she is basically on a case right now. Other than her doing her thing in trying to fight, because I'm telling y'all, in the beginning, she literally gets her butt whooped by this sensei because she's not focused, she's not centered. So then we see her with her husband, also known as Tobias Trevelyan. We've seen him in a lot of things as well. But we see her with her husband, and she tells her husband that she is not satisfied. Like, girl, what? That fine man? You talking about you're not satisfied? But we find out that he gave up the job that he had was running. It was one of those moments where it was ups and downs, simply because of the fact that that it was the pandemic, and so he's a chef. And so with it being the pandemic, there was not a lot of business going on. So his business started to go down. So then she tells him she wants a man with a job and, just putting him down, which I personally wouldn't do. You married him for better or worse. Therefore, don't treat your man badly, because somebody else will treat him right. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, they have their conversation, and she finally goes to work early in the morning, but she has this particular case. Now, this young gentleman right here is the center point of this entire movie. So basically, like I said, they're in court doing their thing. His brother, played by Lance Gross, comes to the prison or to the courtroom and literally takes the whole courtroom hostage. You guys, this movie is streaming right now on BET Plus, but he literally has an intricate plot to take over the courtroom. He puts everybody on the stand. He puts one of the attorneys on the stand, makes him testify as to why, because at the beginning of the court decision, the brother is given the death penalty because of a crime that he, quote unquote, didn't commit. So then we find out, you guys, that Lance Gross, like I said, he comes in and he literally is there to take over the entire justice system. He becomes the judge. the inmates become the jury. There's also some other people that are there to be the jury. This movie is actually absolutely crazy. There's a lot of moments where you're like, I know there's somebody that's gonna come in and help them, but it seems as if Lance Gross and his team has this whole thing all wrapped up together. They know what it is they're going to do. They're coming in to shake the room, and it just gets crazy. I absolutely recommend I absolutely recommend that you guys head over to BET Plus. There is a crazy plot twist at the very end. This is another one of those films where you don't know who is or isn't in. You don't know who's on the good side and you don't know who's on the bad side. There's a lot of bang, bang, bang going on before they even get into the courtroom. Your girl Notori, she ends up Judge King, she ends up being a bad chick. She ends up all of that karate and everything that she was doing from the very beginning, that she was failing at in the very beginning, it literally comes back into play where she becomes a severe bad A. Okay, so she's able to kick some butt but it takes a few lives to be taken. The movie is absolutely crazy. If y'all have any questions about this movie, just ask me. I don't want to spoil it, but I do recommend that you guys head over to BET Plus and check it out. I'm gonna give you guys my rating in just a second, but before I do that, I would like to give you guys the clip again so that you can see what this movie is all about. All right, so y'all stand by for me. Stand by.
You will stand against injustice. You will.
Courtroom are those with business before the court. Victim family representatives and law enforcement.
I cannot wait to put you and your brother on death row.
You bitch!
Yeah, y'all see that at the end, she's able to beat a few people down. That's all I'm saying. She was also, Notori was also in the group 3LW way back when. But she's a great actress. I mean, I'm going to go back and watch it again and again and again. There are so many intricate pieces to this film, but I absolutely recommend that you guys check it out. And with that being said, like I said, there's a plot twist that you guys are not going to want to miss. So I don't know if it's on Movie Box Pro. A lot of people use Movie Box Pro. Now, I'm not advocating to go bootleg it. I suggest you go and watch it on BET Plus, but it's streaming right now. It's called Call Her King. Okay. So with that being said, Call Her King, I gave it a 9. And there's one moment in this movie that I gave it the reason why I gave it a 9. I'm gonna just tell y'all this. There is a moment where Notori, also known as Judge King, she's literally standing in front of a freaking van with a 9mm, and she's able to shoot and take a person out. Like, how realistic is that? First of all, if I'm driving in a van and you got a weapon pointed at me, I'm speeding up so I can bust your tail on the ground. That's all I'm saying. But yes, I gave it a 9. However, it is absolutely worth watching. Maybe a 9.8, 9.9 is probably more deserving. What's up, VKJ? Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. But yeah, again, another crazy one. And I absolutely suggest that you guys head on over and check this out. I'm going to make this night a short one, you guys, because on Monday, which I'm trying to get back on my regular schedule, I'll have the weekend to watch a few more movies to give to you guys. And then Monday, as the regular scheduled time, I will bring you guys Tika's Ruthless ratings. But don't think we're not going to get through drop them on the compound, because I got some people that's been showing out, wilding out, and just acting a fool in these internet streets. But before I get to that, I want to show you guys this clip. This is from All the Queen's Men, and I'm just gonna give you guys a quick breakdown of what I feel